This has got to be one of the most insane situations that I've ever seen when it comes to the internet in general, in terms of drama and people shitting on each other and just so much hate, so much negativity, an amount that is entirely overwhelming, all focused around a person generally that I would consider to be a very positive guy, who is Pirate Software. You know who that is? You've probably seen some of his clips.
Take your mouse and you put your mouse inside of MS Paint, and then you hold spacebar, and then you use the arrow keys, you can draw like an Etch-a-Sketch.
From my perspective, I don't play World of Warcraft. That's what this is about, by the way, is World of Warcraft, a 20-year-old video game.
Oh, it's a lot better than we usually do.
All right, thumbs up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
That people love, and is an amazing game, and has a massive, incredibly invested community, and it's beautiful in general. But Pirate Software, I've watched a lot of his videos, and he has massively inspired me in so many different ways, amongst thousands of other people. He's advocated for developers, he's advocated for publishers, he works with off-brand games and their publishing wing, or he's like the director of strategy or something like that. He just does a lot of cool stuff, it seems like to me. And I have no reasons to hate him whatsoever. I know a lot of people, I don't know him. I've never spoken to him. I sent him a DM once on Twitter, and he never responded. He is one of the content creators that I like to watch because I learn stuff when I watch him. He's very, very, very smart when it comes to game development, design, programs on stream and stuff, which I've been getting into a lot in my last couple months of time. So seeing this hate thing online, I felt the need to actually sort of dive in and investigate the controversy for once, guys. I normally don't do that. Today we're talking about a very negative situation and trying to understand a very negative situation. I'm trying to, and maybe you guys can help me. If you're into WoW, explain to me what the problem is down below. I will be reading the comments on this video. If you don't know who Pirate Software is, he worked for Blizzard as a developer for a long time. He's spoken at length on the various hats he's worn there. He started as a night crew game tester, which I didn't know that was a fucking thing. He was an entomologist or whatever, and then he was a hacker, and he's a DEF CON, and like he's a fucking nerd. Let's be real, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Also, his dad was the inspiration for South Park, the gamer from South Park, which I think is really cool.
No, my dad didn't inspire the WoW guy from South Park. My dad is the WoW guy from South Park. He worked on the episode with Matt and Trey, and they turned him into a character. That's him. He
is also an indie developer himself. He has a game, and he's got his own studio. And as you can imagine and probably pick up, he's a longtime WoW player. And there was a recent update to Hardcore WoW, which is a mode of WoW where if you die in real life. Your character dies. You restart if you die. Similar to Minecraft Hardcore, you know, that's more up my alley. Minecraft. I'm just kidding. I don't play Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft in years. But I've been watching a lot of streamers play this shit and like kind of contemplating getting into it. I don't think I want to get into it at all now. I'm kind of scared. This seems so toxic and bad and scary. I just like, I mean that earnestly too. I'm not trying to like judge or whatever. I'm actually trying to learn and figure this stuff out. Tyler1 was even playing WoW for the first time a couple months ago, which could be seen as a massive red flag or a huge green flag, depending on whether or not you like Tyler1. I think he's really entertaining. He reached level 60 in Hardcore WoW, which is crazy.
Play this game for 30 minutes of my life. You guys sit there and spam question mark when are you some kind of dumb? Question mark, are you some kind of dumb? You don't have lives. Shut the fuck up.
Of course, that didn't come without any frustrations. A core part of World of Warcraft is dungeon raids that require a diverse team of players. Each person is like a class or whatever. You get mages and tanks. You've heard all the terminology before. They got to work together to take on a horde of enemies, and a successful raid will result in loot for everyone and honor amongst the clan. And the hard part is that, once again, in hardcore mode, you die, you get deleted, and you have to completely restart. You lose everything. Some fucking absolute high-tier nerd shit. That's what all this is some high-tier, crazy-level, awesome nerd shit that it seems entertaining. Now, the raid in question that resulted in probably one of the most hardcore meltdowns of a community that I've ever seen in my entire life. Pirate Software, Tyler1, Yamza, I think is another guy, and some other people were participating in a hardcore raid. His guild was there, and in a moment of miscommunication and confusion and tension, he ended up leaving the raid and leaving behind people to die, essentially. And the shot caller, who's like God or something, he's like, run! And then he's like, no, come back and help! And then Pirate Software is like, but my mana! I don't have any mana! Or he says it in some, I don't know anything about it. It seems like not that big of a deal, but by God, I tell you what, I was wrong. I remember seeing the clip and just being like, oh, that's crazy. And then seeing some tweets and I'm like, oh, wow. Oh man, this is way worse than I thought this would be. This is sad, dude. This is sad. Gaming community is supposed to like not be like this. The gaming community is not supposed to be like this, dude. This is like Fortnite shit, you know? Come on, guys. I'll be making a main channel video about the broader situation because there's a lot more that goes into this, and there's a lot of little weird threads that connect a bunch of different random situations into this one. Big ones, if you want to check out that on the main channel, you're more than welcome. The short and thick of it is that Pirate Software retreated further back than the rest of the group, and he claimed to have limited resources to help his teammates, which it seems like that is the case. I don't know anything about WoW. I'm going to claim ignorance there. Like, I don't know if there's another way to help or whatever. But now the WoW community, or some people in the WoW community, a schism has occurred, like Halo 2. Some people are calling Pirate Software a rat. Roachgate is a name that people are tossing around because he's like a roach. It's like roach style playing, apparently. They're saying he's a massive narcissist. He's incredibly selfish. And then others are defending his actions, saying that he was doing what he was told and that it isn't his fault that the other players got themselves killed. I don't think I've ever really seen this level of character assassination result from anything that is not a big, like this is not a big deal, relatively speaking. This is not a big deal at all.
Shut your mouth.
Nobody's a victim of anything. Like it's World of Warcraft. Like it's a fucking video game. Who cares at the end of the day? I've never seen this level of hate or this large of a schism from Minecraft. Maybe Dream when he faked the things or whatever and he made that big video where he's like, nah, I got hired a Harvard professor or whatever the shit like that, maybe. But my memory's not that good and I'm, so there's something wrong with me. So I don't know. Lots of other streamers who are playing WoW have weighed in, and there's like Mizkif and Asmongold. They even changed the picture of the roach for Wowpedia to Thor, which I feel like is just kind of like fucked up. And Asmongold is on Thor's side, and the joke is that Asmongold loves roaches.
Get him out of me! What are you doing, bro? Get out of my, go in the garbage cans.
For all the content creators that were out there trying to cannibalize me to boost their numbers for a little while, that may work for now, but in the future, no one's going to want to do anything with you other than other people that also want to cannibalize you. You're going to surround yourself with assholes. That's going to be on you, bud. That's shitty for you, to be honest with you. And I feel bad for you.
That is true though. Like if you are the guy to just like immediately shit on your friends, you're just gonna be surrounding yourself with people who are like massive. I don't know who the fuck he's talking about. Probably some WoW streamer, or if anybody really. I don't really know what's going on. I'm very confused. I'm sad and I'm scared. I'm scared. My favorite content creators are all fighting and I'm fucking nervous about it, dude. They're not my favorite content creators. I just like Pirate Software. I'm not really a big fan of anybody else. There's a lot of people who really just want to shit on Psoft. To be honest, people are telling him to kill himself, kill him and stuff. Like, of course he's banning people. You know, live stream fails. I feel like that makes sense. If your people are telling you to kill yourself, I feel like that's a pretty good reason to ban them, right? Maybe. I don't know. It's a game, man. It's a game. There's a lot of lead in the water, all right? Fluoride in the supply. People aren't as nice and supportive as they used to be. Just kidding. People have always been massive, insane pieces of shit. He then posted this long tweet, which I feel like makes a lot of sense. I've just never seen this level of like hate on the internet before. I feel like for something so small, this is ridiculous. He's explaining why he's staunchly defending himself. And then there are other massive content creators who are just like, just take the L. It's not that hard. Maybe you should have taken the L a little easier. Dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't really know. It's crazy. And then there's people saying stuff like this. I've always loved pirateness content, but all he had to do was say, sorry guys, I fucked up. I really don't know if that is as simple as it would be. I'm not sure. I've never seen this much hate online, genuinely. I've never seen so many negative comments and so much crazy shit. In the Fallout, there's two camps, it seems like. You like Pirate Software and you either defend or agree with his decision, maybe concede that he's being somewhat arrogant in his defense or explanations of his actions, but overall you're forgiving him, right? There's like the fairly rational, I would say. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I feel like that seems really rational. Or you hate him now and you think he's a terrible player and you hate his person for not taking responsibility for lying to his clanmates, placing blame on them alone for their deaths in the raid. Like, I just don't, this is like a video game. I just don't, I don't know, man. It seems really fucked up. It's kind of disheartening, discouraging as a content creator to see this type of stuff. It's like, man, that's the group of people that I like, right? the gamers, dude. The gamers, not necessarily the content creators. It just seems so blown out of proportion. I really don't know.
Anka, Pirate told you last week what he would do in this exact situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it takes away from the game, and I think it takes away from the experience, and it leads people to be like, "Oh, he could just petri out. This isn't that scary."
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean,
to be real with you, some of the
the
best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh shit, we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly, and we hardened up at that moment. We kicked some ass, and we got to live. You know, I've made it all the way to 60 now without dying because of that, because we didn't give up in that.
Oh, that's a terrible. Oof. Ooh.
Zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better.
No,
but when you open up and you yell over another person
listen,
like you were
can I
doing earlier,
speak?
Nah, I'm good.
You
See ya. I'm not doing that shit again with him. Nah, he did it the first time. I'm not doing it a second one.
After this drama, Asmongold.
Is this how you guys view me?
After this drama, there's a little bit of an Uberville guy, and he's in his YouTube channel, and he loves the Uber.
Protecting him, bro. He's trying to turn this into a big thing. Like, oh wow, Thor's getting what a pathetic little loser. Jesus Christ.
He has an ego,
He's not
yes,
even
but
letting
he
me
ran and
speak.
lived and saved
He's
his
not
own
even letting
character.
me
What do you want him to
speak.
do? Like he
Doesn't want to listen to you speak because you're stupid. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Is this entertainment? Is this what everything's gonna turn into, man? I'm sad. I'm really sad.
look, this is what I hate about Asmongold, right? 99% of people that tell him you are at wrong. What you're saying is wrong. But then he picks the one exact guy where he can put his like mindset, his biased opinion on, and then make fun of that one singular person in his entire chat room. Literally just narrative deluxe. That's what he's doing right now.
Who's this guy? Extrema. This guy seems good too. I mean, they all seem like nice people before this, and then I'm just sad, man. Asmon, he's a master contrarian though. He's like a big time contrarian. Where do I stand on it? Man, I'm just sad. I really like Pirate Software. I have no personal experience with him. I think these made a lot of really good content, and I'm sad to see like a lot of people not be inspired to do game dev stuff or to make video games because of this. Like, it sucks. I feel like this is a net negative. Maybe sure he could have solved it if he would have just said like whatever the I'm sorry and just kind of, you know, taken the high road, I guess. But these are gamers, dude. Gamers are gonna be gaming, bro. Overall, I haven't really been inspired by a lot of the other people, so that's where my opinion's coming from. And I don't get inspired easily, by the way. Like, I don't really get inspired. Look at this. Do you know what UI Toolkit is? Neither did I a couple months ago. How about this? But there are a lot of content creators online who I feel like have made my life substantially better and inspired me to do cool things that don't have to do with nonsensical drama. They're making a living off of their absolute passion. And maybe they haven't, maybe they're arrogant, maybe they've got an ego, whatever maybe they do. I don't know. I'm just grateful to be a YouTuber and be able to make content. Check this out though. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Isn't that cool? It's pretty cool.